Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. Where we left off last time was, been quite a while ago now. Where were we? Oh, okay, yeah, we were making chickens run away. Cool. And now chickens do run away. We like that. We also trade. That's pretty cool. With all the different vendors. But one of the things that is missing, or maybe not even missing right now, but in pretty bad state, is player stats. And I guess by stats that could be many things. It could be health, it could be gold, it could be anything. So we need to think of a way of handling this nicely. Because right now, all I've got in the all hard coded. Because the first thing, OBS is the worst thing in Okay, so the first thing is I really want to implement gold as an actual thing that isn't hard coded so that we could trade with vendors properly. My idea for that was, as with anything, we create a component. I don't know if it's the best way of doing this, but we can just try it anyway. Let's do it. So, so let's just try and do this. Let's make a gold component. This is a tough one. So my current thought process is I can make gold as a component, right? And I can make stats as a component. I think that'll be fine. But what I want to do is maybe add it as a resource. And that might be more beneficial that way. If I add it as a resource, I can create separate resources. Yo, Adam. Okay, bro. Why does this music sound like it's my life for? Is gold going to be like a score of its own thing, or is it going to be an item? Gold, yeah, it's essentially just a variable, isn't it, of how much gold you have. I guess it's what functions do you perform on gold, so it's going to be a variable, but it has to be basically above 0, and then you probably just want some functions to check if you can actually query it. So yeah, I'm just thinking right now, should I add it as a component? I think, or should I make it as a resource? I think maybe either of them. But it's also, if I have stats, for example, is gold part of stats, or is gold a separate thing? It might be a separate thing because a vendor, for example, might not have stats, but it will have gold. Let's just try and put it as a component and see how it goes. It's really just going to be a node of nothing. Got no asset 2D or anything like that. It's just going to be a node with the script. Let's create a folder to make this a little bit nice. Vendor. Was Adam? Did you see the AI pixel art up in the Discord? That's crazy. I was playing around with it for like 20 minutes earlier, and it is so crazy. Especially if you're like me, where you can't really do art. It's insane what it can do. It makes me feel like a artist. Yeah. Yeah, essentially I got 1 month of it. See if it's worth it or not, because if it can make, even for example, if it can make a tree, and maybe we could crack it open in a bit if you want and see, like, takes a bit of practice. But even if I can give it this tree, which I can, and I can say make it a dead tree, and then it will generate a dead tree, and yeah, it's just, it lets you kind of create things off of things. So play around with. So we have gold components. Let's attach a script. This sports gold. Right, we just need some functions on this, so we just need like add oh my god, it's been 3 days and I've already forgot how to write GD scripts. Mount ints, right? Void, this is fine. Gold plus mount. Funk. As a mount, so just do mount. Ints. Ooh, wait. It would be legit if you could use that AI to generate more NPCs based off that template I sent in the art channel. Yeah, you can, but it's... I'll have to show you it because it's crazy how powerful. You can make animations from it. So I was trying to, with the fisherman guy, I was trying to make animations out of his base image. And it kind of works. You do have to... Making it is an art because you need to twiddle a lot of things and you might need to go over things and kind of manually do stuff, but it's really quite powerful what it could do. You know, if you've got something really like a very, very simple. Wait, I'll show you the docs actually. The docs show you kind of. So if we go into here. Like, if you start with this, it will generate that. You know, not necessarily. It could generate whatever you want. But literally, this is what I did earlier with the blacksmith, where I basically put this in, and then it just kind of, like, throws out something that is based off what you're doing. And it's all based off 16 by 16. It's all in A Sprite as well. It's an A Sprite extension. We can have a look at that a little bit later on. Has amounts. Return amounts, return gold. Oh, right. What is this? Funk. Subtract gold. Out. This is going to be all as well, maybe. If as amount. If does not have the amount, won't return out. Otherwise, gold. I don't like this. I don't know if I like this return ball, but I think it's safe at least because it'll check. Okay. Yeah, the template has 4-way moving and blended face for dialogues. You could do kind of whatever you want with it. It's if I pull up the doc, so there's a few things. You could generate images with it. You can this maybe doesn't show exactly what you can do. So either you can generate a whole image from it, which is what you saw here. You can then also kind of paint in certain areas and it will regenerate within that area. So if you generate an image that you kind of like, you can keep painting over things and kind of refining it until it gets into a stage that you like. It does some rotation stuff. So if you give it a front-facing image, it will then generate the left, right, south for that. And then also it can generate animations. If you give it a kind of person looking to the right, you can generate animations for it. That sounds like very simple for what it. Not very simple, but this takes like quite a lot of work though. It just doesn't make everything. It just doesn't make everything. You have to kind of like keep working on things and tweak things, and a lot of the time it might generate some rubbish. But we'll check it out a little bit later on if you want. That'd be quite fun. We can see if we can make anything like that fits into the game, because it's quite exciting. I'll probably buy it in spring, and you'll have to. Okay, you're skilling me then. Yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to play around with quite a lot. But it's definitely. Yeah, it's quite quite good. Okay, so we have a gold. I guess the question that I have is, does the vendor component depend on the component? Here we got an inventory. Gold. That's it. I don't know if this is how I want to do this, but it's a good start, I think. At some point I will want to do this, I think, but let's just try it. How you been anyway, Adam? What you been up to? Trade. So we have the vendor inventory. Okay. Player in. So this is the problem that we have right now. When we start the trade, we pass 2 inventories, and that's okay for the inventories. But we also need the gold or the player. Maybe if I can do. What do I call it? Punk vendor. Add a value to your item script. Add a panel texture and label to value of the item. Back to the label text. Because this is the whole point, which is where a value to your item script, and then well, the item script already has a value. It has a sell price anyway. Add a panel texture and label to the gold component. Value of the item needs to sell plus minus that label. Yeah, that's to get the value. Getting the value is. Let me just see if the value is the thing. Oh, the value is the easiest thing. That's not the problem right now. The problem is that when we start the trade, we pass the player inventory or pass the vendor inventory. We don't just need the inventory, we also need the gold that the player and the vendor has. Which is why I do Okay, so the vendor component. Makes sense for the vendor to have a gold component. We're really in the sticks with the components right now. Alright, let me think about this. So the player and the vendor, I guess the player and the vendor, they both have a gold. They could be completely. Okay, let's do the player first. Gold component. Oh, see. This is the strangest music I've ever heard. Well, it's not that strange. Right side. This version. Oh, so I have a player with a gold component. Okay. So the player has a gold component. Get gold. Underscore gold because actually I don't. Yeah. I think this is okay so far. So the player has a gold component. Yo, Kamikaze, you okay? Nice to see you. Right. This is where it's going to get interesting. What we need to do is we need to pass in a player. Yeah, is that it? This is Mr. Brightside. It was at least some form of Mr. Brightside. It sounds like Mr. Brightside, but it also doesn't sound like Mr. Brightside. This is the thing that always confuses me about composition. So I have a player node with a gold component. How do I access the gold component without doing some weird, like looping through all its children until I get to it? Yo, Alteka. Alteka, this will be a good one for you. I have a player. Let me turn down Mr. Brightside. I have a player with a gold component on, which just keeps track of the gold, and you can add and increment and decrement the gold. In trade, I want to pass that player through, and I want to access the gold on the player. How do I do that without looping through all the nodes that the children has and saying, "Is this the gold one? Is this the gold one?" I think that's an option, but you know, I kind of want the gold functions to be on the player, as that is composition. Is this you use get own setter on the player? So I basically just want the gold functions to be on. Right, all this needs to be deleted, maybe. I think. No, health and stuff is okay, but move. Area export bar. If do this gold, oh my god, this is all terrible. Player needs to be completely demolished down. Right, so to give it a class name, this is bad. I think I need to find a different way of doing this. I think it's not bad, but it's okay no. Okay. Right, let's just brute force it in. Gold component. One. That one. So set to get an example. It's hard to post here, but I'll wait. Yeah, I know what getter and setters are, but yeah, it's just you know, I thought the idea of composition was that we add this node on here, and I don't have to code in this, but I guess this is okay. But I was just wondering if there's a nicer way of doing it. We should turn. Nope, we got that.
Maybe it's the fact that I detest this obsession with myself that leaves a mess inside my head of shit. I'm doing it again, repelling any potential friend, revealing my innate ability to never fully comprehend anything big in self, but in the end, I still pretend. Cause anyone polite enough to choose
get the gold component.
Time watching me achieve my secret social mission to drain people with my boring stories and opinions. To see the bigger picture takes intelligence.
Well, that's what we started off with. We started off with variable called gold on the player, but I wanted to make it into a component because the vendors are gonna have. What the hell is this song? What the hell is this? Jesus Christ. Does the player even need to know the gold? Is it part of your player inventory node? and then when you call inventory, have the gold. I guess I don't know, that depends on where you think logically the gold is. Is gold part of inventory? Or is gold part of player? And yeah, I mean, you can do it either way. I think you can do it either way. Maybe it might be easier if it's part of inventory. Maybe. It'll be easier if it's part of inventory because we're already passing inventory back, so it'll all be there. So maybe it makes sense to have gold, but my initial thought was that it's part of player. But I guess it's just that question of, is gold inherently linked to it's had a gold. This has nothing. It would definitely be easier if I put gold as part of inventory, because then but I feel like they should be a little bit separate. We can only use the gold when you are in a trade, essentially, so access to inventories, not players. Yeah. Right now, let's make it easy then. Let's make it part of it. Let's make it part of inventory right now, because sports are gold. The only reason that I don't like this though is then we have inventory, which does inventory things. That's very straightforward. Like, all these functions are so clear that they're part of an inventory. You know. So I think gold should be separate. I think gold should be independent from inventory. They're very related, and trade requires both of them, but I think they should be separate, at least until I figure out a nice way of handling it. Right, let's just try and bodge something together and see where we're at. This is get gold component. I don't really like this, but play inventory. No, we don't want it. Oh. This. What's this? Oh, that's actual. Oh, what's it should, Elteca. Gold should be part of inventory, or it should be independent? And then this, I want last name. That's right. Vendor. See, this is actually starting to look a little bit more like it though. So when we have a trade, we have a player and we have a vendor. This is what we want, right? They should be independent. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking it should be independent as well. Although they are, I mean, you could program it so that they're the same. It depends on the game, I guess. You could get away with that. But yeah, I think it'll probably be a good exercise for us to make them independent anyway. Bit more, we have to think about it a little bit more. Right. This is looking a bit better. So when we start a trade, we have a player and we have a vendor. That's what we want. That's what you need for a trade. You need a player, you need a vendor. Makes sense. Looking good. So we do player inventory.load player. Well, this should be screaming right now because this is incorrect. Player inventory. Control. This function should not allow us to pass this player through. Okay. That just GD script doesn't care. That should be inventory. And this should be vendor.inventory. Altaka, did you see the pixel AI pixel stuff? Oh. This is what I drew. This is what I'm capable of. This was the first pass on the AI thing, and then did that. Literally free art. So player inventory item traded. Okay, we're okay with this. So vendor dot inventory dot insert player dot inventory insert player dot in. Okay. So when we do so how I've got this right now, inventory here is a resource. I kind of like that. Say have a gold component on the vendor component. Then this is going to be hard coded in, but let's try it and see if this works. So 250. Let's do ready. Let's just bodge this in and see if we can just do something silly like this. We have a gold component, then in the trade screen we need to update. Yeah. Need to update the labels to have the using I've heard of static variables, but not in the scope of Godot. It's meaning like a variable that's initialized and it's got global scope, essentially, right? So, oh, if I do the player label, oh nice, player gold label dot text equals. Wait for it. Gold. D. I hate how the string formats are in Godot. I'm not a big fan of that. Then we need player dots gold component dot get movie. Get gold. I have a feeling something's wrong with this. It seems too simple. A bit hard code. Places to in Godot now, they could be used like okay. But I'm guessing using a static variable is generally it's hard to tell with games actually, because usually using static stuff is not recommended, but I think in a game it's not bad. Let's see if this somehow actually works, which I doubt. Or maybe it's just that easy. Maybe just Invalid index get gold. Okay, that's fine. Player dot. Gold component dot invalid function. Invalid type of function start trade in base control. Oh. On start traded player. Oh, okay. Player start traded. Start trade, sorry. Trade started. They need to pass through the vendor. Interactable.vendor. It's through the vendor. Opened up a little bit of a can of worms here. Interactable. If interactable has method vendor, then we pass that. Actually, do something a little bit better here. Interactable. Or is group? No. Is class vendor? Try that out later. I don't want to try too many crazy things at one time. This is probably not going to work again. Okay. Ever calling from single trade started callable node to the to convert argument 1 from object to object. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Interactable is vendor. Just try to omit. You want to omit a vendor. See if it's just that simple. And then let me just check. It started. Oh, okay, so that might be why this is scream. Oh, why screaming vendor? That's starting to make a bit more sense now, though. Vendor. And vendor. Okay. This might have a chance. This might have a chance. Oh, okay. Wow, 250 and 200. Okay. We just need to add in the functions to handle sell and handle buy. Okay, so we need to expand the inventory. So in handle sell, we very simply remove the item at the index and we insert it into the other. And that's good if there are no laws or rules in the world. So what we need to do now is we need to expand on inventory so that we have insert, delete index. I change it to pop item. The index. Let's do pop item index. That makes a little bit more sense to me. Fix that somewhere else in the code. We don't want to do this anyway right now. We just want to get the item first to check how much the item is. So, do something similar here. Boom, boom. Get item at index. So if items equals null, return null, that's okay. Var item, you just need to do return. You need to do that. This is a question, if anybody knows this, which is, do you have index out of bound errors in Godot? Do I need to check that, like, the length of the array is? Do I have to check the length of the... So if the index is 100, my array is only 10 length. Is that gonna panic, or is Godot smart? Index. Index out of bounds. Oh yeah. Okay. So if index is greater than items dot size, is it? Return null. Otherwise, return that. I'm guessing index has to be greater than or equal to. So if the size is 3, that means that 0, 1, 2. It's just greater than. If size is 3, index. Size of the array is 3. Index. Something like that. Right, so we get the item at the index. We're going to pop item at the index. Okay, we might need a few more helper functions here to make this nicer. But right. Our trade item equals inventory dot get item at index. Greater than equal to means it will fail to access the last item. Index is a 0. Two. So the length of this is going to be 1, 2, 3. So okay, so yeah, we do need to check. So if it's 2, it's okay. We do need to check if it's greater than 2. Yep. Good spot. I tried to think about that for a long time. I just, like, my brain was just like, my brain was just like, I can't deal with this. Okay, and we need to do that basically everywhere. It's kind of annoying, but that's the nature of arrays. We need to just check. Need to check if I'm index. Yeah, good spot there. I'll take her. Okay, what was I doing? We've got trade. Okay. So what we need to do is we get the item at the index. So handle sell. So when we sell the item, if the vendor dot gold component dot vendor dot gold. Get the thingy, get the types in, so we get Godot to tell us what the things are. Has amount. Okay, so traded item dot sell price. So if the vendor's gold component has amounts, we then do it. We do it. So we insert. We also need to check if he has space in his inventory, but I think we'll do that in a second. So vendor gold component has amount. We sell the gold. Then we need to do player dot inventory dot index. The index. So let's do vendor. Hey. Spoiler alert, Bruce Willis is a ghost the whole time. Oh my god, Kamikaze. Come on, man. I was gonna watch that film right after this. I guess I won't anymore. So when we sell it, we sell the item. Gold component dot subtract gold. Right, let's do this a little bit differently. Maybe let's do gold. Trade item. No, item value. Let's just do this. Item value equals this. Trade item, subtract gold, player inventory dot delete, and we do player dot gold component dots. Value. The fave spoiler at the end of the movie, the film is over. No way. Man, I hate it when you go to watch a film and then it ends. That's like the worst thing for me. So you go in there to watch the film. It's like when it ends, you just can't even watch it anymore. I need to change the there and set onto not be underscored. Yeah, I'm never watching a film again. Now that I understand how they work, I'm never watching a film again. Right, this is gonna freak out in like 10 different places. I know that. Let's just play it and then watch it freak out, and it'll tell me where it freaks out. Oh. Ta-da! And again. Wait, so sell might work right now. Oh, look at that! Oh my god! Ha! Our gold is going up. Our gold is going up. And if we buy them, our gold doesn't go down. And then we can sell them again. And we can make infinite money. Let's just leave it like that. Oh, freaked out there. Good. Something unintended is happening right now. Infinite money glitch. We've completed the game. Wow, something pretty freaked out with that. I've clearly done something a little bit wrong. Right, let's see what these errors are. Gold component is declared but never used in the script. Well, that's a lie, isn't it? Right here. Oh, no, it's not. Gold component has no static type. No, I didn't try and implement a refresh. I have not even touched this since the last stream, Adam. Like, yesterday it was so hard because I wanted to program it. But I have not touched this since last Friday. So I'm a little bit... yeah, there's some weird thing. I've clearly done something wrong with... I've clearly done something wrong with... with this. So when we sell, we get the traded item and we go player inventory, we get the item at the index. That's okay, we get the item value. If the vendor has enough gold, we can put item value here. Vendor.inventory.insert. Vendor gold component.subtract gold. The item index. Oh, I think I know why. It's because I updated this function, and so when I buy, I am not actually deleting it from the vendor. So it's okay. It's broken because it should be a little bit broken right now. Let's do a similar thing where we get the it's going to be copy and paste of this, which should mean something. Right. It's going to be the opposite way around. So if player I don't even need the Garen setters for this. If I just access the component directly, I don't even need the Garen setters. Might just actually complicate things. Just go raw. No Vaseline. So if the player, when we want to buy, if the player's gold component has the item value amount, we need to player.inventory.insert. Need to do player gold component subtract gold, and then we need to do vendor. Seems easy enough, does it? Wow, that's kind of cool. Oh my god, the sword is worth a lot more. I think the okay, that's kind of cool. We've got a very me. Invalid get index sell price on base nil. Oh, okay. If traded item equals null. I don't know if it's like in JavaScript, for example, you could do like a question mark, and that will like check if it's null easily. Oh, if you want a ternary operator, oh no, ET value. Oh no, I don't want ternary op. We're okay. if traded item here. Space. Okay. I wonder what triggered that then. Okay. I guess I just double clicked it by accident. What happens if he keeps selling? Oh, okay, so that's another problem now. We also need to check if the guy even has space in the inventory. Just the which should be simple, right? So we need to go to the inventory. We need to create a method in here to say has space. Funk as capacity as empty space. Ooh. I guess like the easiest way to do this is we just loop through, and if we find a null value, it means that there's space. Otherwise, there isn't. Where's that cool ad before? This one. Oh yes, this is the one. What a tune. And there's no better music to be writing bugs to than this. If items I equals null. If items I equals null, that means we have an empty space and we return true. Otherwise, we get to the end, we return false. We're okay with that. And then we need to do. So when we sell it, if the vendor has the gold and vendor dot inventory dot as empty space. Come on. Damn. Say goodbye to the infinite money glitch. Right. So this should stop selling now. If I excellent. Hey. What? Go the wrong way around. There's white space at the start of the if statement. It used to happen to be a lot, so I just turned on draw space. 946, you're still beating me. Let me just. What's this? Settings. Draw spaces. What's that? Oh, does it show you if you've got a space? Hey. Oh, okay. That's nice. Thank you for the tip. 946, you're still deleting index. Yes, and I should be deleting the index. I need to check if. Essentially, I'm checking if the player has an empty space. be okay. For item range item size, if items are equal and true. This should essentially be checking when I sell or when I buy, handle buy, we get the item. If it's normally return, that's fine. We get the item price. And because we're buying the item, I check if the player has the gold amount, and I check if the player has an empty inventory. If it has an empty inventory space, we will insert it. I'm checking both of those. So right now it should be full. I should be able to sell. Okay. Let's debug. Has empty space. Unless there's some weird thing where the inventory is actually bigger than I thought it was. That might be impossible. Let's see if the deep. Yeah, let's continue. No. Wait, why is that not hit? Oh. Okay, something strange is happening because don't you have a function that if item is clicked tries to transfer the item to the index? Ooh, it looks like something like that is happening because it's not trading them. Yeah, let me just. So we're not actually hitting this. When the inventory is full, we don't hit this code. So it's not this actually. Yeah, it's jealous. Yeah, if in the cell we check the vendor. So this might be okay, but I'm clearly deleting something anyway. It's like if it's maybe oh, we update null. On button pressed, we when the button's pressed, we just delete. We just delete the item anyway. Maybe we don't need to do that anymore. We might not have to. Wait. Hello? We might not. You know, when you control click, it takes you to a script.
I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare rob my head.
Oh, okay, so I was nice, I was just deleting the item regardless. Right, let's keep going. Go. You know, when you control click, it takes the script or the function that's on that script. Oh, okay. No, I did not know that. Right, let's do this. Right, this will be okay now. Excellent. Then it should work the same way. Nice. Okay, so we have a very basic trade right now. The gold. Nice. No, I did not know that, I don't think. One thing that I do want to figure out though is why the trade is not in the middle of the screen. So, do dot create goal in center. So I want to programmatically make sure the labels container has size flags on expand.
It's fucking difficult.
Do it here. Is that? Why does it do? Why does it do that? Full rect and then center. Wait, full rect and then center the anchor. Oh. At the very top you have asset lib, and down you have context clue, and then you have this green icon. Okay. That's the same thing, isn't it? Same thing. You're full wrecked. It's full wrecked. The center. Oh, is it because our positions are? Why is it? It's because it's Do I just have to do something dodgy like that? It's not pretty, but it's centralized. Yeah. Ah, we did it. All we need now is we need a little tape measure to just make sure that it is actually centralized. Might be slightly to the left right now. Perfect. Right. Trade, create a blank node under trade, then make. Oh, can I just do I don't know the old just. Okay. Yes. So let's do panel. It's gonna break everything. We've got a panel, and then let's do a centralized center container panel. And this we could do full rect. Center panel. The panel needs. The fuck? Do I need this panel? So you can have another node to hold the trade chancellor is centered. Full rect the center panel. Full rect. Where's my labels gone? Wait, let me get my labels back. Was it done? Look how they've deleted my labels. Oh my god. Ugh. Believe that. Yo, where are my labels? Oh my god. One. What the hell? No, I tried to do that. Like the labels didn't like that. Okay, right. So we got this back now. Got nothing. And add a child node, center container. And then I think this needs to be in a panel because this is a fixed size. So we need a panel to maintain the it's on a panel now. What's that? If we do full rect, layout mode, anchors, center. Panel. You're drawing to the center of the square on the center container. Does look like that, doesn't it? Wait. Center container is full wrecked. I can't control the panel. Do I? Is the panel too much? Oh. Right, so we have this. That's full wrecked. That's good. You want this? Yeah, that's not. So right now the center container is a full wrecked. Put this goddamn song back on. Let's have a little look. Where am I? It is full red. No, the tray needs to be full rect. Then the center container. Center. And maybe if I do minimum size. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. If I set the minimum size of the panel. So, I control this. Oh, no. That panel. I want to resize the panel. Ugh. I mean, this is kind of working. Or 5? One thing I need to do. That's 250. This that's not how I would have wanted to stretch that, but it kind of works. Exit. Oh, that was tough. Okay, yeah, that's an easy one because we've reshuffled things around. So what is it complaining about? Player inventory. This we. Oh, and the gold label. The gold label needs fixing too. Wow. Why does it have... Oh, do I like that, I guess? Ooh, do we like the black man? Like the... Slightly... The font is off tilt as well. Do we like that? Yeah. I think those shortcuts, especially like just knowing all the little things that you can do, is like... It's going to change everything. Let's go back to the radar screen. The panel that's got the color. One and 0.5. Cool. Do 150. Then we can make the inventory. And cool. That's like now. This we could do a much better job with this UI. Go to the panel on the Tracy and turn the alpha down to 0. Gold. Maybe the text needs to be a bit bigger as well. Few overrides to like 10. Search 9. I know, just like that. Okay. What was that? Oh, okay. Come on. Ah, that's almost trading kind of done. Apart from like, we need to do quest items and stuff. That's trading, and maybe like, I think we need to change the whole UI. Oh, that's messing with the goddamn clicks. If anyone's not aware, when you have like panels, controls panels, they will automatically intercept with the mouse. So you need to go to mouse, ignore, mouse, ignore, mouse, ignore. Now they click. I think you shift click both chords move together. So change. Oh, that's a good tip. Nice. Okay. I think also maybe if I have like a, it might need a box around it because it's kind of like when you look at this, there's a lot going on. Especially I need to maybe stop the movement and then make like a little bit more of a box around this. But okay, I might go as far to say, hey, Chopper Knight, you okay? You could do a shop UI with you seeing the shop owner in a first-person way and have the things to buy hanging, laying in the shop for to buy. Chopper Knight, that's actually one of the things that I wanted to do. Was yeah, you go like into a shop, and then the whole screen changes, and it's kind of like you can point and click. Have you ever played like the Monkey Island games or like the LucasArts, like the point and click stuff? Find it. These aren't really good examples, but like you can kind of go to the shop here. This is one of the things I really wanted to do. Like you walk in and then you can like click on different things. Because one of the issues that I have right now, and I've always had, is these buildings are ugly, and so I wanted to do the Pokemon thing where you can't see inside. They're just a closed building. And then you get teleported somewhere else. And if you get teleported somewhere else, you know, to go into the shop, then you could do what you're saying, which is where you could have like it all in front of you, and you could have like a cool little like UI to kind of like buy things and stuff. I think that'd be awesome. Like I'd really love to do something like that. And you can make like puzzles with it, so you can like have like little Easter eggs that you can click on, and it'll like do things. That would be cool. Like that's definitely something that I would want to do. Right. There's a few things that we need to tweak with this, which is this panel. This is ugly. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, I love that too. That's what I was messing with yesterday. Yeah. Like I guess Pokemon style with the door animation. Yeah, so exactly. So what will happen is you don't see inside the buildings, but when you walk here, you will go teleport to the scene that is that building. And it's like, kind of, it's got advantages and disadvantages. So one of the problems with that is that for every building, you need to create a new area that you get teleported to and come back. But it lets you don't have to like draw everything here, and you can kind of make the buildings a little bit bigger if you want to. So you can kind of like it lets you do a lot more things with that. But so I might still do that. Like here we have this like building here, and you can just walk into the door and then you get teleported into something a lot bigger, and then you can kind of go crazy. You're not limited to the map and like what you've drawn on here, because this looks kind of bad, to be honest. So right, okay, check that. Nice, the GP actually works. That's crazy. that's kind of trading done in a very basic way. You almost have to do that with 16 by 16 tiles. Yeah. Right, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to see the Pixel Lab AI art? Or do you want me to, like, implement, me to either do stats, or I want to work on a quest journal? Let's start a poll. How do I start a poll? How do I start a poll? What? AI, AI, that for the best journal. Also, I know that you have a lot more basic features to work on, but I want to say I hope you add some movement on the shop menus, like bounce up and down slowly to add a bit more life to them. Yes, that's that's exactly what I want. You know, all the little things like that. It's just trying to find like what's the next best thing to work on. I've got the chickens moving at least. They move a little bit too much still, but I'm okay. Chili stat. People of stat. No one wants AI pixel art. Otherwise, man, people just love stats. Jesus, you guys are loving it. Right. Ooh, I guess stats is where it gets really interesting. What stats do we have? I guess HP and stuff like that's all one of them. Yeah. Let's do it differently. I voted for AI. Ooh. Yeah, Trepanite's good suggestion. Okay, for stats. So I guess what do we want for stats? What's the ideas for stats? Because so, how is damage going to work on your game? Is it going to be like a fixed number damage or a range? It's going to be a range, and so I guess this depends on how, like, what are our requirements for stats? What do we want to have? Like, ideally, so we have health. Health is the most obvious stat, and I guess it's like attack, damage. You know, do we go the RuneScape route where we have attack or we have like strength, stuff like that? Or do we just kind of like keep it simple maybe? Like we have health, attack, damage, like armor. And also here's some questions, is can you level these? My hope was that you could level these. So I guess it's, you know, you have like health. Well, maybe not necessarily level them, but you know, you can't level armor, for example. But you can modify that with armor, obviously. Like I don't know how you'd. We want to stat data and stat modifiers. There's also NPCs will also have to have this as well, won't they? The NPCs will have armor. They'll have health, arm, attack, and arm. And maybe some other stuff. I think probably the best thing to do right now is keep it very simple. Don't go too crazy with it. Like health, attack, and armor seems like pretty simple base stats. Too complicated then. And then we need like some sort of algorithm about how armor affects damage. How attack affects damage. But these algorithms. But what if armor makes health go up? That'll keep it more. Ooh, that would keep it. Might as well make purchasable armor and items. Yeah, that's the plan. Trap a knight. Not just like purchasable, but also you can find them and craft them maybe. Base health 100. Fair helmet. Yeah. I did also want some sort of level in it. So you have armor, which can increase your health, but also you can have like level 3. Like you can just like become stronger and have more. I was hoping, but maybe for this, we just keep it super simple. We don't try and like add levels and XP stuff like that yet. We just do health and attack. Okay. We can make it like Legend of Zelda. At least I remember in Twilight Princess with the hearts getting extra armor. Support range, bin value, max value, health to add. Support range. Ooh, and this is so I think one thing that's really important to note, right, is the reason that you make like inventory a resource is because you can save that. You can save and load these things like very easily, I believe. And so having all the data as fundamentally as resources makes it so that you can save them all to the disk and load them all. And so that's kind of so I want to make stats a resource somehow. Can I just do this? Yeah. It's been a little while since I made a resource, so it's going to be a little journey of discovery. Here, this. Oh, this is a resource. I just do GD. Source. I just create a resource. No, I don't want that. Stats. So this is why I wanted to make gold a resource. Like, and we can still do it with a node, but it'll be linked to a resource. That's the reason why I wanted to make gold a resource, was because you can save that. And so if I want to save the game, all I need to do is just save everybody's like gold resources and inventory resources and stat resources, and that makes that a bit simpler. But we can worry about that a bit later on. That's gonna be a fun one, making it save and load. So stats. Tried this. I just mostly copy. So we do class name. That's. We do export attack. There's gonna be a lot of ways to do this, and this might be it. Export var. Yeah, essentially. and maybe yeah. I was gonna say maybe you just have one thing that held it. But cool. Item data, resource data, gold data. I like that, yeah. And maybe just have like a data folder with all like the resources within that. That might be a good shout. Because right now I've got my folder structure is a little bit weird right now. I've got assets, collectibles, which are items. But assets also has items. Assets also has menus, scenes, singletons, entities. And then I have inventory, which is just basically the data thing with some items. It's all a little bit of a mess. Right. So let's do see. Yeah, the great refactoring era. Yeah, well, that's gonna. I think we're starting to make our way slowly. Like I understand components a bit now, and I'm starting to work out resources a little bit. So I think once I've got all that nailed down a little bit, the great refactoring era is going to be very interesting. But now, actually, I do like that data. For the song, but name type. And the stat would be yeah, but this we're just keeping it simple right now. So stats is just going to be attack and health. There's yeah. I was going to keep it simple now and just literally have attack and health, and then we're going to create stats for data stats. What's going on here? Source. Yeah, different XP level, XP to level, etc. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about XP right now. I think what would be cool is if I get this up, the player has some stats, and then all the monsters have stats, and then we can kind of expand on stats a little bit later on. Let's just keep it simple. Otherwise, I'm going to be trying to do 5 different things at the time. Player, and then let's do a slime. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna look right now. I'm just gonna try and see how it goes. Slime 5. The health is gonna be 10. How does work? Carrots. Fine. Cool. Next Jack, then the component. Make sure he's got his inventory. Save all that, and let's check this actually still works. So we've got player. Now player has max health and health. Okay. This is where it gets kind of interesting, because when do the two ends be in terms of like components and stuff like that. So I did have a component for. I don't need to. Change this. Let's do components. Let's do combat. Health component. We've got school component. So that's the thing with health. You have max health and you have current health. So,
It doesn't get any better. You can try and try.
okay. I guess we will want to save.
Apathy encompasses me like a cell, confidence in me. It won't get better. I assure you. Make no mistake. Below the window.
That's the thing is, when we generate a bunch of slimes. You don't care about saving their health. Anyway. Player one, do we care about saving the player? Maybe we don't care about saving the health. It's just okay. Right, so combat. So we've got a health component. We've got current health. This we've got current health, which is an integer. We want to we want the stats resource. Stats. Got funk. Ready. Equal. That's done. Do damage. Okay. We created a health component with stats. We have the current health, because that's all we actually really care for about this component. We probably might want a signal. Let's see about that for now. The health component, when we're ready, we just get the max health, we set that as the health, and then the damage, we'll sort that out in a second. So health components, and then we're going to have a hit component. Have that? we have a hitbox component, I think. Let's worry about that in a second. Let's get this all hooked up. So we have player. Player will soon have a health component. Stats will be the stats that we just created. The resource. So data, stats, player. We can delete this as well. Right. Health component. Okay, I think we're okay. We create a health component which is linked to the actual stats and also has a temporary value of its current stats. They need to go to player. Right, and what's in player.gd? So we have a bunch of stuff here. Some of it's good, some of it's not. Animate sprite is just interactable sprite. That's spelt wrong. Interactable sprite. Interactable sprite. We have a health component here. This is complaining about some stuff like health is not found. We need to do a health component. Got right. It's not showing us what we can. Health component dot. Component dot damage.
Sometimes it's just enough to feel alright. But is that all that I've been working for my life? Remember the first summer of our lives that we wish we were grown up. The first summer your heart got broken.
For damage, let's just put a random number in there. Ooh, although we could do sort this. It won't show functions of other scenes. Should if of the class name. You just have to hope you get it right. Yeah. Oh wait. Interactable. Right. Let's just fix this first. Where were we? Where's the damage thing? Okay. Just put a random number in. Okay, we need to think about this isn't just stats, this is also combat. I mean, it depends on how far you want to go with the combat, but we could go down a lot of different routes right now. Just thinking more along the lines of inheritance for stats. So I was thinking stats just data and health is a stat with its own logic. Think that logic. Yeah, I think yeah, stats is player dot health component dot current health dot stats dot. Yeah, I think stats is yeah, there's so many different ways of doing it. I'm not saying that this is the right way, it's just you just try it and see kind of what comes out of it. So I mean, we have health. Strange them. work at least. Yeah, stats and zonology, like name, description, max level, current level. Yeah, that's yeah, composition. I think I'm still trying to really shadowed variable. Kind of shadowed. Shadowed already declared function at line. Health is a stat, but health also switch like add health for healing, subtract health. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's probably that might be even a better way of doing it, I guess. Probably should be like 5 health bar, but the health bar will take it out their health. Yeah. It's one of those things I'll have to have a little think about. It also really depends on what you want to use the stats for. Do you know what I mean? Like if you want XP and stuff, then it's going to be a little bit more interesting like that. Right now, I was just thinking, we have some characters, we have some slimes. Get them some stats, so then we kind of expand on that. Slime is also good. Slime's gonna have attack, so
I only want a few close friends. The rest just pretend. I turn to people kissing in the stairwell.
I guess the thing that'll be interesting now is adding. So on my player, I have the health component, and I kind of have like stats in a weird roundabout way, but I have a very basic health component player. That's fine. But now it's getting the stats in the slime and figuring out when they attack, getting the correct damage from that entity, and also when I attack them, doing the correct damage to them. So, this is where inheritance is going to be so useful, because they're all going to do the same thing. Like they all attack, they all can be attacked, and this is where it's like, okay, I need to make sure that player and slime both have. We're both kind of approaching it in the same way, and I'm not doing one thing for. I mean, you could do one thing for one or whatever, but same thing with like death as well. Okay, combat is something I've not thought about in quite a while, but I guess we're here. So, we've got a thing called handle damage. How is this called? So, handle damage for enemy in hitbox area, get overlapping bodies. If enemy area is in group mob, health component damage. I did this in a really bad way at the time, just to kind of get this going. Right, let's do this differently. So when we attack, we want to get the enemy area, we want to get the attack area, we want to get all the overlapping bodies. If enemy area has method hitbox, that's hitbox now. And then, so on the slime also needs to have a health component now. data. Trez. Health is okay. Slime.Trez is like 10. Hitbox, like damage, int. Okay. Starting to kind of get a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot to think about, and it's like it's one of those things, isn't it? I think how you scope this sort of thing is so important because it's so easy to be like, there's always like a bit of a pain. Have you ever seen the You see the Malcolm in the Middle scene where Hal is like fixing the light bulb? That reminds me of this a lot. No, it's good though, 'cause it's it makes you think about potentially what you want to do, because the time will come. Right, so hitbox. This is where we need a hitbox. Okay. That's right, so let's get the stats of this guy. His attack is attack's 100. Let's I want to make it so slimes take 2 hits to kill. I think that'd be interesting. If you have the true tell me, your factors more changing. Yeah, but I think in my honest opinion, I think I'd probably have to rewrite the whole thing like times before I go to it. And I think once I've rewrote it like 3 times completely, I think I'd have a really good idea like when I start how to structure everything. I'd be like, okay, we'll do this here, this here, this here, this here. So right, let me figure out what I am. I need to attack now. So if enemy area has method hitbox, we want to do enemy area attack hitbox. And then we should pass through the damage, which will be stats dot attack. Everybody wham wham. Everybody wham wham. Everybody wham wham. So if not alive, return. And we want to get the ERDs. Is that erectile dysfunction? If it is, I am familiar. No, sorry. To answer it seriously, an ERD. Oh, entity relationship diagram. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with that, yeah. Unfortunately. Right, so we have the health component. When we take damage, we want to do health component dot damage. I think it's... Yeah. Yeah, diagramming stuff out is useful. I think ideally, I probably would have wanted to... health component damage. So in slam.dg, health, we want to damage. Well, we don't know if it's alive yet. We don't know if it's dead. We have no way of knowing if something's dead. Bunk. Right. Simplest way of knowing.
Everybody wham wham. Everybody wham wham.
Stay out logic. I can't wing stuff at all. Yeah, the problem is, I have no idea. I'm kind of just winging it all. So I guess. JR Miller, just dropping in to say, love your content on here. Cool to watch on the programmer, Godot. Keep up with it. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for dropping on just to say that, man. It means a lot. You know, it means a lot when people say nice things about what I do. It makes me feel like I should keep doing it. Right, we need a way of knowing if this guy's died. Signal. I feel like we're doing a signal. Signal died. Oh, I want a signal. I don't know if we even need a signal. We probably just do ball. When we do the damage, we should be able to just calculate. When we do damage, we know if it's a killing blow or not. If amount is greater than or equal to current health, we just return retreat. Return false. If amount is greater than or equal to current health, then true. Seems simply enough, doesn't it? Bar. I don't know if I like this actually. Bar is dead. I don't know if I like. I had a space game and a rocket entered 1 damage, and someone just 2 damage, so I had a signal for take damage and has died. Okay, yeah. There's a spawner with limited enemies and yeah, I think a signal would actually be a lot better right now. Because like damage returning a ball if it's dead is a little bit sneaky, but you know, I am a little bit sneaky sometimes. You know what I mean? Let's do it with a signal. Let's say let's just call it dead, and then we could do. This, right? Dead dot emit. We don't need the ball, we just do a void. So if the amount is greater than current health, we emit the signal and return. Otherwise, we just decrease the health. Okay.
Bro, I
It's time not good. We have the health component. We then want to do health component dot dead dot connect. Let's call function die. That's probably. We're in a very experimental phase right now. So when we receive the signal that it's dead, this is okay. Output damage. We just need- We click the health we click the signal. We click the signal to die. Maybe let's change the name so it's a little bit less morbid. Slightly less. Signal is dead. Okay, let's call it is dead. I have a feeling that I've missed something quite big here. If this works, I think we're all going to be surprised. I mean, there's no way this works. Maybe it does. Maybe it really just does. Let's see. They should take 2 hits to kill right now. Okay, well, that's not good. Still. The health is 12. The attack is 10. Let's keep it.
Why did it have to be him? I'd say you let me down.
That is greater than equal to current health. Current health equals stats.health. Let's see what the debugger's saying. So the amount is 10. This. That's just empty. Hold up. Ooh, okay. Oh, is that because player doesn't have it? Have it?
Take my mind for a spin. You don't believe in that shit anyway. How long has it been since it came down, gave up on New Year's Day?
Well, signal for damage and call take damage and minus health. And if health is less than equal to 0, die. A signal for damage. Take damage. Okay. Human health is 12. Oh, I'm an idiot. Of course it doesn't work. It's because it's saying if the amount is greater than or equal to wait, what? No, I'm an idiot. Signal for damage and call take damage. And minus health. Significant damage. Maybe. Well, I'm not sure what benefit that would provide. The amount is 10. Current house is 12. Okay. Oh. I know why. It's the same issue that we had before. Which is... when we hold space, it attacks multiple times because we are handling this in processor. We're not handling this in the input field. It's going to be in... ends up attacking. Right. We haven't done. Okay. That logic seems to work. They're hitting more than once. Yeah, we had this issue. Before. It's because I'm handling the input and process, and so if I have the spacebar held down, process it'll trigger every frame. So it's working. It's just need to move that out there, and then essentially need to move it to unhandled input. But this is gonna get janky. I mean, need a better way of handling this. This is janky. I'm handling multiple things at one time now, and it's starting to get a bit weird. Give enemies a cooldown so they can attack again. Yeah, right now, enemies... It's a similar thing. If you look at my health, enemies will, like, do so much damage every frame. But, okay, if you look at my health right now... Oh, okay. Oh, no, I've got a breakpoint. Okay, never mind. Okay. Also, one very strange thing is the hood seems to like, redraw, kind of. But yeah, JR Miller, if you look now, when the slime like collides with me, it will do damage like every frame. Right, these will take 2 hits to die now. Cool. So the hitbox is a little bit low, but why are they only doing 1? Why are they not damaging me anymore? Oh, is that because I'm dead? Alright, when they die, we can put in health. There we go. I'm dead. All this is at the time being treated as one. Yeah. No, I think what's happening there is I have the code here that just checks if it's a killing blow, just return out. Just say you're dead and return out. So now I've changed the current health to 0, and then like the player needs to die. The player needs to die. As this is where inheritance is going to be good, because I'm going to need to do this for a lot of different things. So Funk die. Then this player.gd is going to get big. Ready? So we're going to health component dot is dead dot connect die. Check if I even got a animated. I have an animation for him dying. I do. Oh my god. Whereas the player might die now. Can die very quickly. How you doing, JR Miller? Do you have you been working on any Godot stuff recently? Kill me! Kill me! Excuse me? Well? I named the thing, King Belly. Yeah. Oh, it's oh, is there going to be some weird... Right. Alive equals false. I have to bodge something in here. Bar... let's do is dead. Or false. Is dead equals true. Anywhere we played the element. Sprite. I think animation's overriding it. So handle movements. If it is attacking or is dead. Let's see if we die. Just recently started a bunch of test projects trying to understand the engine. Yeah, that's it. I have a major background in C# but want to stay in Godot's ecosystem. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those interesting ones because I see a lot of people using C# with Godot. You know, maybe it's not. I see like using Visual Studio and then using C#. I see people have some success with this, but you could use like any language. I think there's even like Rust bindings. So right, let's see if we die. We die. Excellent. It tries to do process. Invalid get index position. Ooh. Where's this? If target. If target dot is, there should be a way of checking if it's is node ready. I miss Visual Studio a lot though. Yeah, I miss opening up Visual Studio and it takes like 2 years. No, I know what you mean. It's pretty extensive. There should be a way of checking if the node is. Is queued. You die. Try to. Yeah, that's the next thing, Adam. That's the next thing. Just want to stop this from panicking. If target do check if node like free. Is instance valid. So if target and is instance valid target. This is janky, but yeah, that's the next. Or like it'll have like a little bit of a time, and then you know, like in Dark Souls, where it just goes like, what was it say, Dark Souls? Just you died. Oh yeah. We just put in the Dark Souls. You died. A fade and a you die. Kill me. Oh, okay, nice. So then the okay, that looks like it's doing the right thing. See, fade to black, display you die, then fade to the next scene. Yeah, I think that's. I like that. Yeah, it's like a little throwback to the Dark Souls, isn't it? We could do that. So we died. This is gonna be janky. Let's just like bodge it straight in. We'll just go straight to New World. New Home, sorry. How do I even get to this portal? It's pretty funny how janky something can be, but it still works. Like the amount of code that I've seen that is really bad but earns hundreds of thousands of dollars is insane. You wouldn't even think it. You wouldn't even think like, wow. It's like everything is just like so poorly put together. Yeah, I need the portal. No, I was looking for this. Just change the scene. I get so lost in these folders. Where the hell am I? Scenes. No, real player, right? SDs. Player. I want to do get tree. Change. Feed file. It's janky, but it completes the full circle. Ooh, like that. Like completing the full circle. That's kind of cool though. It's like, it's really starting to... It's funny because you do like these little things, so you add this little thing, and you add this little thing. And then after adding lots of little things, like 20 times, it starts to... Oh. So called method change scene to file. Oh. That was my... If I do get tree change scene to file, do I need to Q3? What am I looking at? Oh, okay. That's helpful. Do I need to... Wait. Oh, wait. What have I done? No, I want that. Yep, on that. Okay. Oh, that's funky. But I guess I don't need to do Kukri anymore. Perfect time to check out the Discord if anybody's watching and wants to join on the Discord, where we just talk about random things like game development. Give it a join. Right. I can't wait to replace all this art with just AI generated art. Oh. Okay, well, I died instantly, but that cool method, change scene to file on a null value. Do I have to get pairing or something? So, get tree, change. Why does it wrong? I think I am. Right, why is this complaining? The cool method, change scene to file on a null value. Green. Data.tree is null. What? Cheers, JR Miller. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate it. Change scene load path. So there's two change scene functions, which is change scene to file and change scene to packed. Unless I do need to load it. No, I'm pretty sure I don't need to do that. I'm pretty sure you just do change scene to file. I did it. Figure out what's it. Get tree. You get tree, change scene to file. Let me Google that. Parameter data tree is null. Get tree. Huh? The tree returns null when call it immediately after calling, change scene to file and process. Oh wow, this is 5 days ago. I don't know if this is actually I think this is actually oh, this might be actually. Oh, something 4 days ago. This might be a very new thing. Items portal. We tried change deferred. We can try and right. try. This is gonna be bad. Let's just try and get it sorted. Helsing. Don't want this. Right, I'll try to get this working, and then we can have a quick look at. Change scene to packed. Change scene to packed. Home. Oh, that's my. No.
It's date time. I find you annoying like Tommy in it. Pushing my patience to the limit. Singing la la la, I don't want to admit it.
Well, this is the game now. We have to try and not die. And so far, it seems pretty impossible to not die, so I guess that's a game. Die, will you? Here we are. Okay, I died. Game's hard.
You're the wife I don't wanna have. I don't want you in my Cadillac, please. When you're gone, I feel 1,000% more.
Kind of cool method.
I don't need
Is this happening? Can I...
no Medusa, cut it out, jeez.
Uh,
I'm in the middle of a war with you, putting me in exile. It hurts me too much, too much, too much. I find you annoying like Tony.
need to add GM to this.
Patience to the limit, singing la la la. I don't want to admit it. If you died, I'll be feeling good. Look at my gut and yo. You got me.
The reason for this is get tree only works for node in the scene tree, otherwise it does null, hence the error.
Sorry, that was mean. I'm a big man with a big heart. Call me Park Jam, like I'm Vic Star. Dreams on track. Hey, won't you step back?
I don't understand what the issue is with this.
Oh, I don't wanna waste my time with you. I laugh through the pain, but it hurts me too much, too much, too much. I find you annoying like Tommy in it. Pushing my patience to the limit. Singing la la la, I don't want to admit it. If you died, I'd be feeling good. Look at my gun and yo. Got me tricking up.
I should just press exactly like I should press but without echo. Oh, okay. So to check it in process, it's true at first frame, press the button after, then it feels false. Oh, okay, that's nice.
Then threw away my
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay.
all I need's Clementine and
Yeah.
peace of mind. My final
Yeah, I think it took me a long time to understand, you know, like in process, and you've got process, you've got physics process, you've got unhandled input. It took me a while to understand where you put, you know, where you put different things.
be feeling good. Look at my gun.
I don't get why this is working.
Got me drinking all the coke. Why don't you get up and go, get oh, we
The resource data tree.
And with a smile like an ocean wave, you
Oh, is this why? Is it because I have
Tell me that you found it fun. Swimming in the UV rays, you shouted like the sound of thunder booming through my stupid shades and shook
because I have
I slipped into your beauty like a mudslide, and on my search I found nothing but upsides. Your arms extend like branches, and whenever we touch,
I've already loaded it here, so it's like
all my
that.
sappy punchlines. Maybe that's the reason. You're my earth, you're the planet, you're the grass, the wind and tides, and now that you're gone, I feel so
Why is this so difficult?
And now that you're gone, I feel so out of place. And now that you're gone, I'm just drifting through space. And when we split up like Pangea, I was hoping that we could reform a land bridge between our separate pieces
Right,
of the earth.
Right, I can figure this out now. So weird. Wait, would I do the fishing game? Makes no sense. Makes no sense because at the end of the fishing game, I literally steady. Right, let's see if this works first. No, you don't need the file. I'm just trying to do it, you know, in the most basic bitch way. You just need to file on a null value. The plane's there. Data tree is biased. Right, let's see, try this one. So hungry. I'm gonna try that now. I'm gonna change scene to. There's a little bit of strange behavior here. Non-existent non-existent function. Yeah. So we can do changed pact. I feel like we tried this and it didn't work. So data tree is. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think I had this before. I had to do something strange. I think it's if you have a function that is called by a signal, that goes weird. Okay, so I had this. I can't remember where I had this. I had to do the call deferred. Oh, it's the portal. Wait 1 second. If I can portal. Here I had to call get tree call deferred. So if I do this, this might actually work now. So if I do call deferred. And we do change scene to file, just to make it simple. And then I do this might work now.
And yes, you always do that one thing when you wrinkle up the nose bridge. I'm trying to figure out what that meant. I took it as a taunt. Remember way back then in school? Did anybody ever say no to you? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you? Whoa, and I don't think I have a clue. Cause well, did anybody ever say no to you? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you?
Oh, it's crashed.
You're always trying to leave the table.
Oh, it crashed, but it worked. Okay. Oh, so that's what we want, right? I think, yeah, it worked. It just was really laggy. We need to preload We need to preload the scene, and then we can transfer to it rather than trying to load it. But this works now. Is that called deferred? If you have a signal and you're trying to do change scene, yeah, it doesn't like that. It also doesn't like that. But works. Woo! Can I see your hell scene in 2D view to see what you're going on later after we troubleshoot this? Oh, do you mean the dungeon? Or we can look through all the ones if you want. Dungeon, they just got nothing in it. Jet ship had that in it. Hell. Ha! Hell is very bodgy. Hell is just a really big map. A really big tile map. I should really fix this with the parallax background. But I did it really quick and I literally just made a huge tile map. So if you run far enough, you will hit the end. You will hit the end.
I don't want a fan, want a fam. Trying to get bands with a band, got a plan of attack and a lack and a man draw a line.
That's the mini game thing.
Understand?
You got the book.
My hand, last dance, gotta take that one more chance. If I wanna be a star, gotta go like Van, like room, sedan.
Obviously.
Oh man, everything I do on brand. Everybody following the kid with the ice down neck.
If there's anything here that I can just delete.
Goddamn. Hope that you feeling the vibe. Everybody moving side to side and I don't gotta wave, now I gotta tie. Now we get so high. Alright.
Oh, the jellies spawn. Find where I am again. Oh, I just have a spawner.cheat. Nope, that is nothing. Oh, I think this is a little bit just I put it together just to make it look like it does a lot. But I got a spawn timer, and then we just get a random position and we set the target and we just spawn it. This is actually, I need to figure out how to get the spawning to kind of be like from all around the map, because right now it kind of just it's just from like one of the corners. I need to figure out how to get it to spawn all around the map, and then I want like different tiers. This is all something that we think about at some point. Because we're gonna have to have like different tiers of enemies, stuff like that. Oh yeah, please, if you can do, if you've got something similar, I'll happily be influenced. Okay. Well, the thing is, we should be able to programmatically identify a box around the screen. I'd like to do it that way. Sounds a bit fun. On the right of the screen, but I don't see how it will work. Well, it would work, wouldn't it? It's just so all you're doing with the marker 2D is the marker 2D. You're putting them at a point around the map, right? But we can actually get that point around the map, just by knowing the view.
Wow.
So,
everybody.
there will be a nice way of doing that. It's just understanding what functions we have. But yeah, that'd be an interesting issue. That. Then also how we handle like tiers and stuff like that. Dungeon, I think, is empty. Right. Crossed. Fingers crossed that it's empty. We actually don't even need jet ship anymore. I kept jet ship because I wanted I wanted to have a part in the game where you go in a ship. That's quite cool. I like that. But whether or not it fits in the game, I'm not sure. But I've kind of got it. I've got it here just in case I do want to use it. Yeah, my idea was using the markers was to better control the spawn rates to create waves. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of really cool stuff you can do. Especially if you kind of like do some like some numbers and stuff. Right. I think I'm gonna go and head off and get some food now. But I'll be on again tomorrow if anyone who wants to come and watch me try and make a game. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Give it a thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, cheers for all the help, Adam. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But enjoy the rest of your night and behave yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.